Hi Pisces, welcome to your Harsh Truth reading for November. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. Death. So we've got transformation happening here. This could be Scorpio. You could have a Scorpio on your mind, but it also is about an ending and a beginning. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Queen of Pentacles. Page of Swords. Page of Pentacles reversed. Ten of Cups reversed. Ten of Wands reversed. Good golly. All right, let's hold on a minute here. I want to see what the 2 tens reversed is. Food for thought. 2 tens reversed is expectation justified. All right. I will be clarifying where it makes sense for me to do so with these, just so you know. All right. So we've got perhaps someone is being stubborn and petty. Perhaps there's a non-offer on the table. Somebody might have rescinded an offer. There might have been a breakup. Things are not stable or secure. If this is situational, if we're talking about a person, again, it could be somebody being petty or stubborn. Things might not be progressing in this relationship if we're just talking about situational. You don't want to be without this person or alone in this situation. This is somebody who is by themselves and is very happy to be so. They enjoy taking care of their family and their friends and their things, and they feel very secure in life. You don't, and it also speaks to someone. This is a solitary queen, so this could be male or female, but you don't want to be alone. You don't want to break up. You don't want to be without this person. And all right, let's click, because this speaks to having those talks, but it's more like messages being sent back and forth. So it's about probably sending text messages or social media contacts, watching on social media, maybe not engaging directly, like talking, but maybe, sending word or like liking something, or it's just that indirect passive communication, because there's watching on both sides. Like it's almost like you guys are lurking and following each other, but there might not be a whole lot of communication. If there is communication, it's very passive, or it's indirect, or it's very short clipped messages. There might not be a lot of communication yet. It's more like just indirect messages. So, all right, so let's clarify this Knight of Pentacles, please. Things are not stable. Let's clarify that. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. So we've got, this is looking at things compassionately, being in review, healing, rejuvenation, a second chance, reconnection, but we're waiting right now. And it's because it was just a lot of work and we're taking a break. It was just too much work and we just needed to take a break. Things weren't working. So that's why things weren't stable. And it wasn't going anywhere. This relationship was not going anywhere. That's what you want to be true. That everything I said right there, that's what you want to be true. What you don't want to be true is you don't want to be without this person. You don't want to be like it's really done, and here you are by yourself. You don't want that. What is true is that there's this passivity going on right here. It could also be that you're fighting, that there's pettiness going on. We're dealing with a page, so this could be childish acts, or just not a whole lot of there, like somebody that's just handling something not as well as they could if they were more mature, or not in a very mature fashion, tit for tat, that sort of thing. It could be, petty communication, pettiness. Let's clarify this Page of Swords, please. Oh, well, okay then. Okay, so we got healing. We've got recovering from the unthinkable, or from a very decisive ending. We've got recovery from that. or we've got being afraid of that, so we are talking. But I think what is happening now, what's going on here, what this speaks to is this is starting to talk again after there's been an ending, because now you're open. Like whatever's happened, you're taking a step back here. Now you're willing to start talking again, albeit indirectly and passively, maybe through friends, maybe just a little text here and there, whatever, very passive communication. And you're feeling like that's going to be the ticket to you to possibly reuniting, or at least being in a place where you can decide in the future what you want to do. It could also be that timing was an issue here, because sometimes nights talk about two extremes. Sometimes nights talk about timing, at least for me. And so this could be that now just was not the right time, and that you're still keeping in touch, but it's not just about that person anymore. You've gotten over it, and you're like, okay, I accept the situation as it is now because it just wasn't the right time, but hopefully in the future we can work things out. And this could be you dating again with a group of people, or it could be you all going out with the group of people again and just keeping things really light and starting to talk again. It could be, it reminds me of when kids go away to college, you know what I mean? And they still are in each other's circles, but they've gone from being semi-stable or serious to pulling back because new opportunities, college, that sort of thing. So anyway, this is the victory card. This is working on the same page. This is success with friends, and friends helping you to achieve. So all is not lost. It could be friends help you to start talking again if you're not talking. If there's if there was pettiness or stubbornness or whatnot, any number of those situations, this is general, so it could be any variation of that. What you want to happen, Pisces? Well, we've got Page of Pentacles reversed here. I just looked over and saw my cat staring at me. It's kind of creepy when that happens. Okay. That's jarring. Page of Pentacles reversed here. I'm gonna need some clarity on that Page of Pentacles reversed here, because this could be somebody being petty. Okay, we got. It's almost like the Page of Pentacles reversed is clarifying the Knight of Pentacles, because this is what you want to happen. Why would you want some pettiness and stubbornness and no messages of security to happen? What is going on there? Unless you think of the person that way and you want the person. Hold on, let's see. Wow. Okay. Pardon me. I got a little sniffly here all of a sudden. Interesting. We've got, okay, this could be Capricorn. So Pisces, you might be wanting a Capricorn, but it's not, it could be an unhealthy attachment. It could be a not offer of love. All right, hear me out. It could be that you just want to have a fling or something going on with a Capricorn, because this is about things not being secure. This is about, pages are about messages, right? So if we've got a page reverse, this is about a new opportunity, new job, new movement forward with money, stability, security, a secure relationship, a job offer. When it's like this, things are unstable. There's no news coming in. There's no offers coming in. Nothing is stable. You probably want to, this could be Capricorn and not a love offer. So an unstable, and this is also, all right, Pisces, this is also about shaking things up, adding a little spice in there. So maybe we just want to kind of have some fun with the Capricorn. Nothing serious, nothing attached, nothing. Maybe we've got our eye on a Capricorn now. Maybe this was about the Capricorn and you're willing to go from, or somebody that's an earth sign, you're willing to go from being in a connected, stable relationship that just wasn't working out, pulling back and being like, well, how about we just do this, because I really enjoy you physically. So can we still have that and kind of keep that line of communication open, as it were? All right. And if it's not that, which that's what I'm reading it as, but if it's not that, it's saying that you don't want to be attached to anyone or anything right now, and you're just looking to shake things up and keep things interesting sexually without any commitments or attachments. All right. You don't want, it's funny because you don't want to be alone, but if not, you don't want to have anything secure either or committed either. You don't want to be alone. Is it that you don't want to have to just have that all be all there is? Like you don't want to have to work? This could be somebody seeking arrangement. For those of you that are watching that know what that means, there you go. This could be, you don't want to be alone. You want to be a secure female, but you don't want to be alone. You want to be taken care of. Okay, could be that. 10 of Cups reverse. This speaks to satisfaction and contentment and all things being just a really good time, satisfaction, feeling like you've achieved emotionally, you're balanced. I don't think you want that commitment or that connection. And we've got the 10 of Wands here reversed. Whoa. All right, so okay, all right. Forgot about this one. This could be Scorpio. So we've got Scorpio or Capricorn here, and we've got Gemini or Sagittarius. Typically it's Sagittarius. If it's reversed, it could be Gemini. And we've got the 10 of Wands doubling down here. So we've got 3 10s. 3 10s reversed is disappointment. Okay, so there has been, most likely there's been an ending, but you're like, well, all's not lost. Can I do this? Or, okay, this has ended. This is what I want for my future. I don't want anything secure or committed, but I do want companionship. All right. It doesn't have to be in love. I don't have to be in love with anybody right now. In fact, that's going to be working against me. But I do want connection physically. I do want, I want that companionship, physical companionship. And my cat's messing with me. 10 of Wands reversed. Do we need to clarify that? Kind of, sort of. This is about letting go and not, you don't want this anymore. You're not ready for a, okay, that's my cat. You don't want something that's going to be a lot of work. You don't want something that's going to be complicated. You just want things simple. Am I right? You just want things simple. Yep. This is being, you don't want, okay, so this could be feeling discouraged. This could be not taking that leap of faith, but it could also be just kind of being reckless and approaching things with wild abandon. This is about a leap of faith and trusting. This is about not knowing what's going to happen and not wanting to have to care. We don't want to have the burden anymore. I don't want to have to know. I don't want to have to care. I just want to be able to play the field. I just want to have fun. I just want to flirt. I just want to get out there and be among the masses and pick and choose. And I want it to be about me and what I want. There we go. So Pisces November for you is, there's been an ending. You're either in flux, you're in the middle of it, you're coming out of it, but there's transformation going on behind the scenes, or that you're feeling it. There has been an ending, and you're just not wanting to be committed or connected to anybody right now. I think this was a lot for you, and from here forward, you don't want to be alone, but you don't want a serious commitment or companionship, or serious commitment. You don't want to be alone. You want companionship. You just don't want a commitment. You want to keep things light. Message from afar. So this could be somebody from your past returning. This could be connecting with an old friend. Maybe an old flame is coming back. Maybe this message, if you haven't been talking to this person, or, if there has been this sort of passive communication, maybe you're actually going to sit down and have that talk from that person. Could be an old flame coming back that distracts you from all this. Pisces. Pay attention to those dreams. This is about having a breakthrough. Pay attention if you spend a lot of time thinking about this, or you're just memories and things are going to surface. Epiphany, there's going to be epiphanies. Pay attention to those. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to songs that get stuck in your head. They have meaning. Trying to tell you something. Okay, this is bearing the weight of others' support. And while it's really great to do that, we also need to acknowledge like what we're doing, so that, because if it goes unacknowledged, if you just sit there, well, that's part of the relationship, pretty soon it's like your back is broken because you've just been carrying the weight of the whole relationship. And after a while you could be taken advantage of. So this is about playing the part and being strong for somebody, but at the same time knowing when, okay, this is my threshold. I just can't do this anymore. And we've got the 10 of Wands here reverse and the 10 of Wands here reverse. So this is about you truly letting go of that burden and it finally getting to be about you. And that's probably why you don't want anything serious or committed. You want companionship. You don't mind dating. You don't mind getting, this little something there. But you don't want because right now I think relationship to you or commitment to you means burden. And rightfully so, if that's what you were feeling with this other person that was really stubborn and maybe petty, or just you were trying to get something off the ground and the other person it just wasn't happening. It's like, you know what, I just need a break. So totally makes sense. So Pisces, you get out there and get after it and you have fun this month, because looks like you're going to. Okay, I hope this was helpful, Pisces, and I hope that you have a great month. I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.